Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are doing episode 5, Rise from the Ashes, the first trial. It's called Trial Formal here for some reason. Sorry for the lack of uploads in last week. Last week was really all over the place for me, but we're back in the business.
At least you got Kingdom Hearts, I guess. That's all I can say.
So apparently this trial starts, or is hard by this series standard, you said?
Yeah.
So this will be interesting, and
I don't know if it's this exact trial or just something in this case, but
okay, well,
I would come in expecting something a bit more difficult.
Well, either way, this is gonna be difficult, and at best, there's a to be continued in the middle of it that we might be stopping at. We don't know though, so let's see how things go, and let's get things rolling. Am I actually recording? Sometimes I forget.
Alright. February 23rd, 9:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright?
Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas.
Or rather, the whole thing is rather one big gray area. Don't worry, I mean, no matter what the outcome, I already made him guilty, stupid.
Yeah, true.
I'm ready to accept my fate.
Is she missing an arm, or is it behind her back?
I think it's just behind her back. I believe he says.
Yeah, it is, okay.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice, sir. Actually, I think it's more like it's in a pocket.
Yes?
A defense attorney should never believe their clients.
Oh, well, I mean...
Well, your 4 cases too late.
Yeah!
Ellipsis exclamation mark!
You remember that time, the person that you were tutoring, or, whatever, named Mr. Edgeworth? We didn't believe that he was guilty of something that he said he was guilty of.
Worked out pretty good for him in the end, don't you think?
Yeah.
And now he's out there proving you guilty. Isn't that wonderful? The defendant's called trial because they're suspected of wrongdoing.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, never forget that. Yes, and?
Miss Sky, you are guilty. I mean, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her.
And that is?
Well, you're a prosecutor, idiot. That was joking! You're not a defense attorney.
Ellipses. I believe it's almost time for the trial.
I'm sorry, I don't see the resemblance to Mia.
I guess they both have a bit of a intelligent woman, or if that makes any sense, they're around the same age. I guess I can kind of see it.
Yes.
Good luck, Mr. Wright.
My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time.
Why I barely helped you last time.
Mia's dead. I'll be alone in there. So I have to discover the truth all by myself. Well, you admitted you're guilty. You know what? It's probably the best course of action with Phoenix.
Let's go do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way.
Please don't tell me she's allowed in the courtroom.
I mean, at least with Maya, you can make some strange argument about her being a paralegal.
Yeah.
February 23rd, 10 o'clock a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
And she's with us.
She's allowed. I guess if Edgeworth doesn't care and the judge doesn't care, then
All's fair play. Court is now in session for the trial of Mrs. Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Ugh.
This is such an easy case. Come on.
Yeah, seriously. Edgeworth. It's been 2 months since you killed that man. I mean, but I haven't been in the courtrooms. I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial.
Hey, weren't you always complaining about money? I hope that personal feelings will not be part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. They will absolutely be a part. You know it.
I mean, you're the defense attorney, so you could argue that a portion of defending on whoever you hire as your defense attorney is going to be biased I'm based on how you feel. Ellipses! Exclamation mark.
I don't choose the path I think is right, regardless of those around me might say.
So shouldn't we be the one who should have been telling you that your feelings don't matter?
Yes. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not of anyone else.
Are the prosecution and defense attorneys supposed to be bantering like this right now?
No, and also, this feels like something that Phoenix should be saying to Edgeworth, not the other way around.
Yeah, seriously. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed the unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lots in my car. I'm still mad about that. Wow, he's so much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
I mean, you met him in person, though.
You did. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime.
Who was it?
A professional witness.
How can a witness be a professional at witnessing?
Well, you see. I'll come back in a few minutes.
Oh, well then. Call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Prosecutor calls his first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand.
The cough-up queen? Can we please, like, refer to her as that throughout the entire, testimony? Haven't I seen you somewhere? Oh no, Judge, what are you doing in your free time?
Judge? oh yeah, that's right. I almost totally forgot, but yeah, I need to get my thing open for all the things that she gives out.
Why is she giving out meals in court? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh ho! Caviar! I've never eaten caviar before! Oh ho! The judge is really wolfing it down. Ah, and for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks?
What the witness states her name and profession?
I mean, it was just stated. Ah, and you, sir, did you order the fingerprint lunchbox?
It's soon ready for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Ellipses. Well, Your Honor. Yes, we're back to this! How does it taste?
Poor Edward.
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty, it hurts. Oh, I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like?
Name! Profession! Now!
Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us.
The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up! Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. I have finished eating. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Okay, why aren't we calling Marshall in then?
Yeah. What exactly does that mean?
Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star, Cough-Up Queen, was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. That's some demotion.
Oh, huh.
What? Miss Star's a detective?
Ellipses. Ah! I know who you are. You convicted me for murder. Cough up. Cough up, Queen, Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Star. Maybe he knows why she's called a Cough Up Queen. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over here. I was expecting her to pull out a box, I'll be honest. Wait, this isn't her testimony? She's not testifying?
No, she should be testifying, but she's not.
Interesting. The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for the visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the two blocks.
I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor's spaces, yes?
The crime took place by a car in the back of A block, in the car's trunk.
Yes, I'm still upset about that. Guilty. She's guilty.
The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out.
Guilty.
I mean, she did admit she was guilty. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot.
And who was this valiant witness?
Why, it was me, Your Honor. Ooh, parking lot floor plans, nice.
Plans added to the court record.
Has Edward's car in it, nice.
Yeah, I like how it specifies it has Edward's car in it.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime?
Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. Okay, so you're testifying right now, is what you're telling me.
Yes, this is testimony.
It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, she did admit her guilt already.
I can't agree on your principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Oof, that was rough.
Oh, yeah.
Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining?
If you can, then give them your worst, Mr.
Wait, are they talking about me?
Yes,
So is this
yes,
the
they
testimony? Okay
are.
then.
Yes, here we go. Witness's account.
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was
That's not relevant to the case. I wanted to strike it from the record.
Yes!
I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend, one of my many, when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work.
Objection! I don't care what your intuition is. Strike it from the record.
It's okay, she's guilty.
Please keep that in the record.
Yes. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then, she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching!
As you can see, there's no room for doubt.
The key point of your testimony seems to be none other than the point of the knife being which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman.
So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I don't think you understand. I went against Von Karma.
Actually, we're worse off than you think. Our client is already confessed.
Yeah, true, you're right.
I at least said you were going to confess,
I'm
or
still
at least not until the way in.
Yeah, not till the other case.
It's really Fleshman, Mr. Wright. I'll get it right.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may
Monty
cross-examine the witness.
Yeah, I don't know why they made a Monty Python reference. I'm actually surprised you know that.
Hey, they make references left and right. And, hey, they showed us Monty Python all the time. It's cool.
Alright, so
I'm not joking.
I'll just skip to the end. See.
It's only Fleshman, Mr. Wright. You can make it.
Wow, you are worse than Maya. You said that before. Anything else?
Scientifically speaking, Miss Queen's testimony is flawless.
No, it's not. Otherwise, it wouldn't be here. This isn't a game. This is a game. Gosh darn it. Sounds pretty fatal to me.
Well, what do we do? Is this it? Is sister guilty?
Yes, she admitted it. Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer.
Don't smile like that.
I'm just imagining Phoenix giving like a little grin like, yeah, it's funny watching her panic. Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll press her on literally everything. Hold it! How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime.
Even though she absolutely hates prosecutors. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy.
Objection! I want that straight for the record. Such an uninformed opinion is totally noted. Specifically, Jelly, not Julie. It's totally noted.
Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, hair flash, because I'm an anime character, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Ellipses! Look, you may have done that once or twice, you can't prove anything. Star, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
Hey, you're not allowed to ask! I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless.
So you have to work with the prosecutor to make sure that the prosecutor is found guilty.
Yep.
That has to be a very strange position to be in.
Yeah, to say the least.
Very well, you may continue, Mr.
Hold it! This boyfriend. He's the detective. Not that boyfriend. The security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Ooh, who's the other
George,
boyfriend?
why are you letting this pass?
Because it's allowed! Care to join? The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
Ellipses. I'll stick with the lunches. Thanks.
You had to think about it. Note to self, the judge had to think for him. He had to think about it.
The security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Incidentally, didn't you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So, she was in B block and she witnessed the crime?
That's what she said?
Yes.
Oh wait, I guess technically it's supposed to be like as if we're pressing them midway through their thing, but whatever.
Yeah.
Hold it! You sensed something? So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder? It felt like, how would you say, oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you view a pumpkin chock full of seeds.
I have no idea what that means. Neither do I!
I don't either.
Speaking of detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well, he was like a young cheese.
A young cheese?
A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Or tangy. Sorry, I forgot my words.
Then I must be hard, yellowed, and sharp as a tack.
Yeah, the owner of Old Cheese to Match.
Whoa, Emma!
Well, you can be held in contempt of court for that.
Yeah, I'm surprised she hasn't already. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. And then we're gonna press you on this. Hold it! By garish car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car. Yes, he is a filthy prosecutor anyways.
Yes, it's me. I committed the crime. I did it. I put Lana's guy up to it. Though she's my superior.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm a guilty killer.
Wasn't it?
Ellipses, indeed it was.
So, it was both the prosecutors. It was the one who admitted it and the one who refuses to admit it. There, case solved.
Yeah.
What an odd case this is.
Judge, have you...
You should be questioning Edgeworth right now.
Yeah.
And the person...
Even if he's not the main suspect, he should still probably be under supervision or something.
I mean, I guess he technically is to an extent, if you really think about it. Because of the rumors.
Yeah,
So-
but you should probably have a prosecutor that isn't involved in the case.
Yeah, probably.
And the person you saw, you are sure was the defendant and not the prosecutor?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her.
If she's telling the truth, we're doomed!
Let's just do what we can, even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick.
Witness! In your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, you are a biased witness!
Wow, you really are nitpicking.
Yeah.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie? Excuse me, I've been doing this for less than a year.
Wait.
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me.
Wouldn't be the first time, lady! Hair flip.
I'll fry you like a fritter. Crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside.
Are you gonna give me a lunch for that? That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism.
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
A photograph? You took this? Why didn't you give this?
Yeah, why did you present this?
Why didn't you give this over as evidence?
Well, that's pretty damning evidence. You should be handing it over.
You withheld evidence! This is a crime! A crime!
Guilty! Edward, cry guilty!
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over a snap. I took a picture.
I mean, sounds like this has been made in the 2010s, you know?
2005, actually.
I know.
In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with the camera.
What?
Which one?
Yeah, I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging around your neck.
Why am I at least seeing this photograph just now?
Good question.
Seriously.
You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. But
That's withholding evidence still!
You can't even present. That's not even legally evidence at that point.
Yeah.
Like, according to the law, both in the real world and in the East Attorney world, it is not legally evidence. You cannot present it. Exclamation mark.
My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs.
Well, this most certainly is the defendant.
I guess we're just gonna ignore her blatant crimes. Okay,
Yeah.
crime photo added to the quote record.
The moment of the crime was photographed by Angel Star. Uh-oh, that's unmistakably Lana Sky. And she looks happy.
So what was the defendant doing at the time?
Hold it! Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying.
Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife, after all.
Yes, that's about right.
Prosecutors are, by nature, well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my egg salad surprise set.
Ooh, can I have that? You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean a person.
Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor.
So the defendant was holding a knife. What then?
Hold it! Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike. No, she was on the other side of a fence, Phoenix. What could she do? The defense has a point. No, she was on the other side of a fence. She couldn't have stopped it.
Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Also, I was on the other side of a fence.
Getting on the second story.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yes, the next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon.
I see.
It's
Oh, this is the...
Right? Hey, you were crying about plagiarism before, but how about that line? What's the correct plagiarism for that?
Plagiarism! Plagiarism! Alright, so let's look at our evidence.
Oh, you got the photo from pressing. That's probably going to be important.
Yep. So yeah, she's on the other side. There's A block. Let me look at the parking lot floor plans, make sure everything checks out. Yep. Looks like everything checks out. I don't think this will come into play yet. It doesn't really have to do with anything. Blood loss, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. If I remember correctly, the crime happened at 5, right?
It was on the ticket, right? 5:15? Yeah, because it's 3 minutes after that.
Yes, okay. So let me look at her testimony again, see where we can start picking at the evidence. Okay. This one doesn't matter. I was on my way to deliver. That one doesn't matter. When I sent something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective intuition. That one, possibly. Keep that in the back of my mind. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. Okay. Chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand, but there's no picture. The picture doesn't show the knife in her right hand, right? Yeah, it shows nothing. I'll keep that in mind for now. Then she thrusts the pointing tip into the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Okay. I guess I'll... My first instinct will be, she said knife in the right hand, then she showed a picture, there's no knife in the right hand. She said it was taken the moment of the crime, right? The moment of the crime is photographed, yeah. So, I'm gonna go with that. That makes the most sense currently for me, because there is nothing in her hand. Yes, the music stopped. That's good. Objection! And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with the knife? I have to sneeze. I can feel it. Say bless you, please.
Bless you?
It's
so you're not allowed to sneeze now?
Probably not. As I've already said, yes, I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. And yes, the sneeze went away, of course.
But there's going to be a municipal lunchbox coming up soon.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch. Tell me when's the best part to save then for that. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph!
Look at this photograph!
This is the
who makes me cry.
This is the photograph he took at the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is this guy not holding a knife? Ellipses.
Ellipses.
Ellipses. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
Objection. Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yeah, I'm so used to the big ol' objection.
I was too. I started. It's like, oh wait, you're just still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you mercilessly attacking the defense attorney?
It's fun, Your Honor. Have you ever tried it? It's really, really fun to just beat up on the defense. This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
Well, then maybe she should clarify that. Objection! And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. What are you, stupid?
I was just saying, like, come on, look at her.
Yes. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. Why is it in black and white? Where's the color? Yeah, but it's a black and white photograph. That's what I'm saying.
Ah, yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood.
Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem except you. Mr. Wright, are you gonna just sit there and take that kind of abuse?
Oh, trust me, I'm worth it. I'm totally used to this. Arg, you got a better idea?
Save.
Okay. Save.
Choose no problem.
Okay.
I think is what they want you to do.
And now that you mention it, I see no problem here. Other than myself.
But, Mr. Wright, you can just let him walk all over you. That's just sad.
Feeling sad, Mr. Wright? Perhaps a bittersweet first love lunchbox is in order?
Okay, you got it, good.
On the bright side, there was no health bar, so I would have chosen that anyways.
Yeah.
Well, that was a waste of time! Let's continue with the testimony.
Yeah, you're gonna have to represent the photo.
In the same spot? And object? Yeah.
Yeah, just object that time.
I could just reload the save, but that's too much work.
It might not count it then anyway.
Yeah, because I didn't see the achievement pop up. You're right. There we go. Isn't it? Yeah. Oh, what? Oh, wait, no, she did this.
Yeah, that's
before.
one you had before. Because objection. I think you just hold down B.
No, I have to press it over and over again.
Okay, well, later games let you do that.
Okay. Objection! Wait! That contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took a picture the moment that she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. Ellipses. Ellipses. That's it? If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo size. Lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice.
I understood it completely. She's saying she can just say it again to fix her error, you idiot. I thought you were supposed to be a scientist. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. Hey, a robot wouldn't make a face like that. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder, aka first-degree murder. Objection! Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph.
Well, are those gloves? Doesn't she always wear gloves?
Maybe surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would you have those on? If it was up for meditation, she would not be wearing those gloves.
I mean, she admitted to it. Yeah, I give up. Just take her in.
She's guilty.
Yeah. These gloves do seem to have a telltale of premeditation.
Okay, as someone that wears gloves a lot, just because I resent that.
Hey, you're premeditating murder, okay? Premeditated murder. A serious offense. Yeah, it's first-degree murder. Witness, add this to your testimony.
We're still in the first testimony, mind you.
Yeah.
I think we're almost in this video, right? Still in the first testimony.
We are 32 minutes in. Wow.
Oh my god.
Let me save.
We're definitely not finishing this trial.
The rubber go. I'm gonna press you. Actually, does she say anything else? Here?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay. Oh, oops. Her testimony got smaller. I think. Or I just skipped it so fast. Hold it! What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves?
Exactly. Objection! The mouse who admitted this evidence and the defendant was arrested.
After she said she was guilty.
They were rubber gloves, the kind used for autopsies.
In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Remember, I was a professional investigator, the cough-up queen.
Yes.
Everything was
Queen,
planned.
yes.
It was a premeditated crime. Arrgh! Impressive. I'm sorry. They took you off the force, Miss Starr. I mean, you're the judge. You could probably get her a job back, you know?
You probably could if it's not the same job, it's a similar position.
Yeah. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated.
It's still only a flesh wound, don't worry.
So,
Smiling.
obviously, let's think outside of the box.
Okay, so that's the only new quote, so it has to be on there.
Yeah, well, the rest is still the same, too. The murder was planned.
Oh, no, I figured it out. I'm gonna let you figure it out.
The rubber glove, the rubber glove, the rubber glove. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. No prints.
I'm still mad about that. Why'd you steal my knife?
3 dimensions!
Guilty!
Obviously, the blue badger has everything to do with this.
The blue badger is guilty! The blue badger did it!
Yeah, it's
Look at those eyes!
It was all the blue dying within health loss. Let's see. This actually might be it, because that's if it was a premeditated murder. I don't think. My mind says that they wouldn't let him bleed out. That's the first thing I'm gonna think of. Let me look at the phone call real quick, just 'cause I want to be sure. Oh. 3 dimensions!
It's gonna be so weird going back to 2D for the next couple games.
Yeah, I love 3 dimensions. I'm just gonna go. Wait, hold on. Bruce Goodman lost of blood. A wound caused by a 4.5 minute. A single stab wound was found. Loss of blood from chest wound. You know what? I'm just gonna go with my gut right now. Objection! Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, no, well, yep. It clearly contradicts the, I thought.
Stop being stupid, alright?
You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled. Ah!
Objection!
I don't think that won me any points with the judge. It was good in theory.
It was the ID! The ID proves it all!
Yeah, see?
The police department!
My attorney's
Besides,
back.
just really went out of the way.
3D attorney's badge! I never checked this! Yes!
So this is what the back of the badge looks like?
You pause everything, I need to know about this!
And now it's not had a safety pin.
Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to.
But you couldn't let your badge to anyone?
No, I'd be found out right away.
Oh, that's not fine.
I like to imagine he's just like, hey, look at my attorney's badge, look at the back of it. It's really funny. Why is there a screw though? What does he screw it onto?
Clearly he screws it into it. His little pal's like, get in there!
Why is this so high quality right here? Okay, no more looking at this badge. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted with the important things. No prints. Traces of the victim's blood. Record. It's planned. The work of art. Doesn't matter. I don't know what the heck this means yet, so no reason to present this. I don't know the date offhand, too.
I think you've already figured this part out, but do you want to hint?
Yeah.
Focus on the premeditated murder part, not the rubber gloves.
Yeah. Meditation. Officers. Did I press her on this? I think I did.
Yeah, that's the one you presented and you got wrong.
No, I meant like, did I press her on the statement?
Yes, I think.
You
You can try again.
try to be safe. Let's see. Hold it! Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, we did.
I just-
Objection, still!
I just wanted to be certain.
The music stopped, I want it back!
I need the music! The murder was
That's the
planned.
first
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Here's the evidence of the Blue Badger.
Wait, what? Is this gonna be the same thing? Name and ID are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman.
I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs.
What else would they use?
Letters, silly. The reason we have written language in the first place. Yeah, that's the same thing we saw before.
Yabba-dab!
Yabba-dab!
Yabba-dabba-doo! Yabba-dabba-doo! Okay. The premeditated part 3 premeditated. Last call. So it happened at 4:15. 5:15, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
The prosecutor's parking lot. Is this any different? Miles Edgeworth, 17:12. That is the day of the crime.
The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple of red lights, Yogi. You examined this one before too. He wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair.
Mm-hmm.
This goes to show you never know what happens when you run a yellow light.
That almost makes me want to present it on that dialogue alone. I mean, what do I have to lose?
You know, except another death of...
I love death.
Top 10 things to take out of context.
No, I'm doing it.
Oh, the music's still going.
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright, just so stupid. This He's so dumb. You really
Also, what are you doing? What are you doing with the thing that I gave you?
You're trying to prove something with a parking step. My parking step that proves nothing.
I wish I knew what this memo meant.
It's like 75. 12-2.
I do know the 12-2 is... It's weird, because... The 12-2 is like... Look at it, it's 221. I'm actually kind of... Like, okay, hold on. Let me think really hard about this real quick.
I guess you have to slide on there.
Wait, what? Oh, shit!
Have to slide. Well...
I did not... Well, it's awkward.
Mr. Wright, how stupid are you? You're so stupid!
Well, it's definitely not that! I meant to press B! I meant to press B! I was like, okay, let me think about this really hard, then I pressed Y! Okay.
You might want to save, you're getting low on health.
Yeah, I almost pressed Y again.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if you did that.
Okay, let me think really hard about this. Cause I'm apparently too stupid right now. Yeah, we'll talk about the strap again. Cause that's the important part.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so we're focusing on to prove it wasn't premeditated.
This really hurts. Just so you know, because they're gonna figure it out almost instantly.
I wasn't thinking, and now I'm like having a stroke.
Let me know when you give up.
Usually in Edgeworth. But what if
this not be that day, okay? I wanted to tie something up while I was stuck in a red light.
But what if Edgeworth wasn't there?
But he has the parking ticket.
No, I mean like what if he wasn't there on time?
Then
How-
what do you use something else?
Yeah. What the hell? Premeditate. Oh, I'm just gonna I don't know why I'm struggling here. Objection!
There you got it. Finally.
Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk.
Indeed, it is my knife. I am so guilty. Why are you not arresting me yet?
I hope my deduction is correct at the very least.
It's... What's with this case? Bloody murder weapon in the car? I'll point to that prosecutor over there. Defendant chief prosecutor district, right?
Mommy, our prosecutors bad people.
Yes, yes they are.
Yes, they are. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that? What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you say that Lana Sky planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon! Aha, I was right! Ha ha ha! Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon! She dropped all her lunch boxes. No!
It's terrible.
Order, order, order. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor.
Like you know, Mr. Wright, my sister's as good as free.
Finger wiggle.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
What?
I hope you were deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such trifling details.
But
It's
this
so
shoots,
easy to read.
This shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory.
Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not.
Shouldn't it be couldn't care less? They're near English, Edgeworth.
Actually, I think it's correct this way. But the only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there.
Exclamation mark.
The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove. Nothing else.
Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing...
I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again.
Witness, please tell us what you saw, not what you thought.
How dare you?
Quite easily, have you seen my mentor?
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated, as I am the cough-up queen. Really now?
I'm scared. Angel's deduction.
Lana Sky intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. Well, it was once.
Yeah, you're making this very easy.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning on killing the delivery boy? According to Cough-Up Queen, yes. We plan to kill the to kill the delivery boy. Kill him! Kill him!
Guilty!
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
I mean, this one's really self-explanatory, but I'm just gonna...
Might as well press a few things anyway and see the ending, yeah.
Yeah. Miss Stars turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off.
The short wick burns out the fastest. It's scientific fact.
I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and it could... And even a really short wick will burn longer.
Ellipses. Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
I love science.
Yes, it is.
I'll just, yeah, I'll
I
press
really,
her
I
on.
really want to put Emma and Maya in the same room. There's the religious zealot and the scientific nut job.
It'd be great. You've said that, but you haven't told us how you know. That's what I'm about to tell you, rookie.
I believe that she just said it was a mere prelude to the story she's about to tell. Try not to interrupt her again.
I mean, I'm going to, but okay.
Absolutely. It's our job to interrupt her.
Rookie. Never interrupt a storyteller. It's like pulling a bun out of a half-baked, out of an oven half-baked. Something's half-baked here, alright, and it's you.
Try not to confuse the defense witness. They're very quick on their feet. Ooh. That's rude. No, why did you believe the suspect had intentions to murder the victim?
Her actions speak for themselves. Yeah. Hold it!
I don't get it, I'm confused, Roar!
You have no proof that Miss Sky called him there. You have no proof that she didn't. I mean, not wrong.
Actually, we do have proof. We have her phone.
Oh, that is
Call
true.
record.
You're right. Mr. Hedgel, thoughts?
There's no record of a call made. The defendant Miss Sky's phone. Exactly what I was saying.
It's a lie. She may
There's
have.
no proof.
She may have written him a letter.
Oh please, who writes letters?
Come on, you could have tried a public phone first at least.
In any case, the victim came to the prosecutor's office where he was murdered.
I'm sure he had a reason to be there. Witness, why do you think it was the suspect who summoned the victim that day?
Hold it! What kind of grudge? Well,
Yes, kind.
I wouldn't know that. Of course you don't. That's because she didn't have a grudge.
Wow.
What kind of logic is that? Phoenix, are you okay? How did you get this job?
I'm starting to feel like Edgeworth's insult wasn't so much an insult as much just telling the truth.
Yeah.
He was really slow on the uptake. He's really stupid.
Rookie. I have a lunchbox here. Now, what's inside?
Oh, that was my controller.
How am I supposed to know? See? We agree there is a lunchbox here, but we don't know what's inside. A person's life is like a lunchbox with pretzels. Don't you agree? I don't get that one. Oh,
I think it's
I
like they're
guess.
obsessed with the dog in the box, like whether or not it's alive or dead. I guess, but it's
I-
still kind of.
I get it. That's why my lunch was so salty.
this judge isn't very good with metaphors.
The suspect had a grudge against Detective Goodman. Probably. Will you tell us your basis for thinking this?
It's simple.
And then I'll press her on that just for fun. Hold it! A human machine? That's a contradiction! I mean, it is.
Shit, he's such an idiot. You're so stupid, right? Please. If you find fault with something of substance, it's alright.
I mean, it's true. It is a contradiction.
Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's sighs smell like citrus fruit.
How can you
God.
smell what?
How close are you to him?
You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but I don't mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me?
Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave him at that.
Leave it at that. This is a murder case, people.
Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection, you know.
Well, that was
Yeah,
the
there's a
hint.
repeating line. So
I like that. That was the hint that you're supposed to object right there.
Yeah.
If you couldn't figure out that she, was like, oh, that's why she would stab so many times, despite the fact it says one knife wound here. Objection! You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. That's not even a lunchbox anymore. That's just moss.
Thanks, I want to live! I'm afraid the moss is going under our feet as we wait, Miss Todd.
Damn.
He's just rude to everyone today.
Yeah, he's just bad. Ellipses! Exclamation mark, question mark.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound.
Aha! You're right. You're the defense again. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. No, he's the prosecutor.
What he's my hero, really.
What about my objection? No one noticed?
Poor Phoenix.
Yeah. Well, witness. Wait, where did the fork come from?
You got the crime scene set, right?
Thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Excuse me, I don't see anything on her jacket anywhere.
Yeah, it's just on the jacket of whoever... The victim's jacket? I don't know.
Then tell us what you saw. What you saw with blood. I can read, I swear. Testify!
Ellipses.
Get to it, Top!
Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. I'll press her on it. Hold it! Her red muffler? Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, and my controller just unplugged. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose.
She's right. No, Phoenix, did you... And she was always wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? I read that in my head, but not out loud. Wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood?
Ellipses.
Well, people often mistake my beard. For what? For a bib. That's funny. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes.
Actually, I don't think I saw some traces of blood on her. Or I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest.
Look, we can read, we swear.
Yeah.
However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound.
Ellipses. Apparently, Miss Starr is entirely sure of her own testimony.
Mr. Wright, it's our chance.
Chance for what, I wonder?
It's our chance to lose. Well,
I mean, didn't we lose from the start?
Yes. Well, to be fair, at least we're not in as bad a situation as Turnabout Case where we literally had a guilty verdict over our heads.
I pressed the wrong button.
Blah, blah, blah. Welcome to kindergarten, fool.
Yeah, this is kindergarten. Absolutely. Meant to press the other bumper.
Yes, the present bumper.
Her red muffler looked
like the blue badger, of course.
She's not wearing it there.
Objection!
Objection! I actually didn't know that was the case. I was just looking over it again to be, sir. I started.
This witness is clearly not suited for detective work. But he's being worse to her than Phoenix is.
Yeah, seriously. What? She's literally just like proving her point that prosecutors are assholes.
Seriously. The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself, you idiots, with this photograph! Look at this photograph!
Sorry, this photograph isn't evidence. I thought we established that. Huh? But that can't be.
Only professional lunch lady can be so utterly clueless! Congratulations! Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life!
Damn, Edgeworth! Dear Lord! Harsh words, but good! Judge! What are you doing?
Don't enable it! Sorry, I'm still laughing. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails.
This is literally like bullying at this point.
Edgeworth is a bully.
What was my objection? Chopped liver? Yeah, I literally like how Phoenix was like, objection!
That's Richard's objection. Edgeworth's like, objection, you idiot!
Objection!
Get out of here! I'm sorry I ever called this witness to the stand. She's clearly not fit for it.
No. It was there. The scarf, no. Not that, but something red. Really.
Well, now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Ellipses. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony.
That's the most important part.
I said that in my mind. The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth.
I'm just guessing that maybe some of those blue ones are actually whispers, not in your head.
Maybe.
Apprehending the suspect.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. But you're a lunch lady. Ah, yes.
Technically you're allowed to do that, but obviously you can't actually haul her off.
Yeah.
You still have to wait for an actual police officer.
Also, she could have just killed you.
Sure,
Ah, yes.
That was a very stupid thing to do.
When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had confused me in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile.
You think that Lana asks you to hide evidence for her? Yeah. Would you please get rid of the blood stains and clean off the knife? Thank you. Smoky body.
You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you?
I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star, the cough-up queen. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all,
a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks.
Look to self. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites.
Yes?
And?
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
Alright, let's see what that line of dialogue is at the end.
Yes, of course.
So this guy tried to run.
I'm so sorry, Mr. I'm so sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright.
Not as sorry as I am, because I'm about to say she did it.
But you didn't do it. You have to believe me. Didn't do it.
I don't. Yeah, you really sound like Maya now. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Wasn't she on the other side of the fence?
Yes.
I quickly caught her, explained her rights, and arrested her on the spot. Okay.
Okay, so are we just assuming that Lana just stood around for a couple minutes before you got around this fence?
Like, hold on. Is there a door? No.
I see no door. I don't even see the... No. Nothing.
Yeah. There's no way at this moment that she could have caught her. Especially quickly. I guess when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. This stuff doesn't matter. Chief Prosecutor may escape, but Angel Star was... you know, I'm gonna go ahead and just press on that. It's literally... Or not press on it, but I'm just gonna present it to... It's literally like... There's no door. How could she have done it? I genuinely don't understand that one.
I don't get it. Also, the video's been going on for an hour. We're not even on the final testimony of the former prep of the trial.
Objection, Your Honor. The statement contradicts that evidence. Or this. Wait. What? Yeah, it contradicts this evidence.
Well, it does. I don't see anything contradictory.
This is so right. You're so
really?
Stupid.
Objection overruled. Try to think. Dude, but like, In my defense, you could see where my line of logic is coming from. There is no door. How could she have apprehended him? Her. Yeah, I'll save because I'm really close to failing.
You're down to your last hit.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to do all this again.
Yeah, no, clearly I do. Save twice, no? Safety. Quickly
Of course,
call
very
her,
important.
explain to Wright, arrested her on the spot. I guess I'll press on a few things. Hold it! You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time, but you were on the other side of a fence.
Yeah, but you had a fence between you.
Yeah. Maybe I should press her for more details? Wait, there was this option? Wait, but this is... this is literally what I just did! I'd like to see this... like, these are the floor plans just to be safe. I'm so upset that that didn't work. The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in Lock B. Witnessed the murder from here? That would make it just about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Starr? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. Yes, that's... I'm so salty. I'm upset right now that what I literally had in my mind...
It was right, but you need to press, not present.
It should work.
You should always do in the first place.
You're right. I should always press the first place, but in my defense, it should work both ways. I went over it, of course. Wait, isn't it covering the entire thing? Amazing. So. The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete indeed.
It would take me a little time to climb over the fence.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, a little time.
The prosecutor could have ran. Or the prosecutor. The defense could have ran.
So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. You're trying to think, word you were looking for was defendant.
Defendant, yes, there was. Oh, okay, it doesn't cover the full thing. Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Guy not get away? Okay. What does that do for me, though? Is it updated now? No?
Does any of the statements change? Not necessarily this one, but any of the others?
Let's see.
Doesn't look like it.
So this guy tried to run.
If anything, they got rid of lines.
What? Now I'm just confused.
This is the confusing thing I was thinking about. Okay, oh boy. Just start pressing everything.
Oh, is this the thing you were explaining to me before the part?
Yes. Just start pressing things, I think it is. Just go to the first and start pressing.
Okay. Hold it! So where is this partition on the floor plan?
I'm sure she means it's small next to the car. My car,
right.
by the way, I'm still mad. Guilty!
There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. I mean, wasn't the security thing right there?
Yes, it was. And what did you do then?
Okay, hold it. I think I already did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 30 feet. Yeah, we did this one.
I'll leave her alone, because I already did it. Oh, yeah, very well, continue your testimony. Sorry, I was just autopiloted there.
It's fine.
Hold it! She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky! Anyway, all I heard her say was the words muffler.
Just that one word.
So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else?
Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone.
Hey, Emma, have any words on that? She was calling you, right?
Yeah. Her phone, she can't mean. Well, I'll obviously ask further. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately.
Oh no. I'm sorry, I just looked at the thing.
Huh?
You might be screwed.
On what?
One of the lunchbox we need here. You have to take a hit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Ooh.
Uh,
That's fine. I can just come back here on my own time.
all right. Ultimately,
My memory, it's like a salmon heading upstream, you see.
No, the court doesn't see Miss Star.
I mean, didn't I just take a hit, though? Here? Remember?
yeah, but you have to take a different hit. You have to take a hit on a very specific thing.
Oh. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall.
On the wall.
That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order.
And she used her cell phone.
Indeed. The emergency phone was out of order that day.
What a terrible emergency phone.
Yeah, not very good at emergencies.
Good witnessing, witness.
Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying?
Oh, that died years ago. Clearly.
You should of course add this to your testimony.
The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney.
On his cell phone update to the court record.
Wait, is there any proof about this? The word muffler was heard over the call. Okay. I saw it all. Yeah. Hold it! You think you could restate your testimony for the court?
Aha! I was going to ask the same thing.
I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies.
Rookies? She's even insulting the judge.
The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time,
you climbed over the chain link fence.
And then I boldly grabbed her arm. The chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this?
Ellipses question mark. What is it, Mr. Wright?
What? Press. Hold it! She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie gras.
Huh?
She even kicked it over an oil drum at me.
An oil drum? There was an oil drum lying on the side of the scene of the crime.
What strange.
What's that?
If she wanted to escape, why did she run the other way?
The other... Ah! Parking lot entrance.
That's right. Doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums.
Ellipses.
Excellent, more mysteries.
I wish I could solve a few more before... we could solve a few more before finding more, though. So Miss Guy trying to run... Hold it! So where is this partition? Wall, yeah. Call her, explain. Do I still have to keep pressing her? Say quickly.
Hold on, I have the thing open too, so let's see. Yeah, you got the cell phone updated.
Call Emma. 5 that was 3
no,
days after.
I think you need to present something now.
Okay. I guess arrest her. She mentioned the muffler. I saw how she tried the phone. Saw how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Okay. This one means nothing. I saw it all how she tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Okay. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Did I press her on this? I feel like I did, but I'm gonna do it to be safe.
You did.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Is that an order? She pulled something out of her pocket.
Yes. Yes. Jalapeno's watching the entire time, despite the fact there's a giant partition in the way. It makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. Prosecutor hung up her phone. How can you hang up your phone when you grab her arm, though? Huh? And then she dropped it. We did get the phone update, so that...
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be an important thing. The word muffler was heard during a call made to Emma. No, I don't need... That's not gonna matter to us. 3 minutes.
I think I know what this one is, but I'm gonna stay quiet for now.
Loss of blood from a chest wound, yeah. Let's see. Why, if she saw her trying to use the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead, why? This is just like a me question. I'm just like, since there was a wall between her and where the crime happened, why? So she had to like watch her use the phone and then take out her other phone when she realized the other phone wasn't working?
I think maybe she was able to see over the fence like she was climbing during that.
It was a tall fence, maybe.
Like the fence is 9 feet tall and the protection is only 6 feet.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
It's just weird to me.
Yeah.
Let's she trying to... This photo shouldn't matter, I feel.
Not at this point.
Yeah. I feel like the phone is going to be the important part because it literally just changed.
That is usually how it works.
Yeah.
So let me know if you give up. I'm pretty sure I got this.
Yes. Ah, yes, I asked her. She mentioned muffler. I feel like you can tell me if it's wrong because I don't want to get the game over thingy.
But then you wouldn't get the objection.
So what I'm thinking is the thing is she said, "Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned muffler." But it was overheard during a call. Not when she arrested her. That's a contradiction technically, right? Because when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler, but it says here the word muffler was made over the call.
I mean, it's the same mention, right?
Yeah. Hold on, let me press her on this again for a second. She mentioned the muffler? What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly...
So what you notice? Wasn't the suspect talking to someone else?
Okay. So they specify here. I'm glad I pressed that before I immediately decided to present it. She tried... so she had to use her phone. So she tried to use... I mean, this is a new line, so I'm hovering over this line. She tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Telephone, out of duty, yeah. The note still means nothing. I just want to look at 3D. I love 3D. Oh, why am I so clueless right now? I hate that I'm... What is going on with the... Okay. Stop it!
What if this is going to be harder when...
Murder weapon has nothing to do with anything now. 20... Emma at 518... I don't think that there's nothing mentioning time exactly. It was overheard during a call. Naturally I would have presented this, but it was updated was the problem, because before it said nothing was heard.
Yeah. But since it's been updated...
Yeah, I can't do that, and that's... 3D! Oh, I am... My tiny pea brain can't think of this right now. Can I have a hint?
Oh man, how do I even... I guess the best hint is that I made a joke about it earlier. I didn't even realize it was a joke at the time.
That wouldn't help me at all. Let's see.
Like, I thought it was the wrong answer, but thinking about it, like, no, that's actually right.
I can't explain your rights on this one.
Objection, she had no rights!
Exactly. Attempted to... I mean, she didn't attempt to run, she clearly did run. Wait. Explained her rights to her. No way. Okay, this isn't mentioned at all, but I just thought about this. Wasn't the phone found right next to the car?
Yes.
She would have had to toss that phone. Where's the one where she redoes her testimony? Is it this? Yeah, okay. Chief prosecutor stabbed victim, ran behind the partition, picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. Okay, she can't see her. There's no way she could see it at this point currently. I know that for sure. She pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during the time, he climbed over the chain link fence. Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this? So yeah, I clearly have to do something here. She saw her do... No! Wrong button! Gosh darn it!
Oh, getting another explanation.
The hint is that he's saying he saw her do this.
Yes. That is correct.
I guess I'm just so... I would have chosen something just to see if I was right. If I...
You have no health left.
Yeah, but I have no health left, so I'm super cautious right now.
I mean, you can just save.
I did save. I'll save again, though.
There's no such thing as too much saving.
Never, ever, ever.
Also, you haven't saved for 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Almost 20.
I almost want to show this floor plan again.
Well, I'll get my objection. You're so stupid, right? Ready?
I saw it. She tried to use her cell instead. hold on. Why doesn't it show her car?
Why doesn't it show it? That is
That's weird. Record. None of this stuff matters. You know what? Screw it. Objection! Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lanaskei.
Objection! This is a former detective. The testimony is unmarred by personal bias.
Well, who would have thought that you'd be my knight in shining armor prosecutor?
Screw you!
You, who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
It was my finest work. Ellipses.
Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Ahem, let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that was true, you couldn't have possibly seen Miss Sky making that phone call. So, in my mind, it was right. I was just too scared to make the jump.
You're gonna have to stop being scared like that. This video's already getting dangerously long.
Yeah, I won't. Ellipses! Exclamation mark. I believe you see what I'm getting at. Was I supposed to screw up on one of those, on one of those ones specifically to get the...
2 of them, actually.
Oh, wow.
So you needed at least 3 HP at that point.
An emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. Is there a chapter select?
I know they do that in later games. I don't think they do it here, unless they retroactively add it into the HD port, which they might have. You can check after this, like try checking Turnabout Goodbyes and just see if it'll let you.
Yeah, I'll check after this. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? Order! What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies.
The lie of Queen? No, that kind of works.
Grr.
Objection! That's quite plain, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this was told to the court.
Here's when the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. Well, I'll have to save.
Yeah, I think this is the part where you were supposed to get it wrong. Because the other 2 both give you lunchboxes.
The order of the events! Sorry about the order of events. Miss Sky used the emergency before the murder. Oh, I see. I hadn't thought of that. Ellipses.
Ellipses! You're so stupid, right?
That took the wind out of her sails.
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory. After you used the emergency phone before the murder,
Huh?
just when you think he can't sink any lower, he amazes us. I applaud you, Mr. Wright. Well done!
You ordered me a lunchbox, right? I guess that teaches me not to get excited before the evidence. I want to see what happens now that I screwed up. It's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. The defense has failed to give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecution's claim. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lanaskei. Well, I mean, she is guilty. She said it.
She admitted it.
In my defense, I did this all correctly. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. We did it!
We succeeded! You're welcome! You're welcome, Your Honor! Your Honor? Oh, yeah, since you're here, you can check if there's a chapter select.
How?
I guess... I thought it's under... But no, maybe it's under new game? That doesn't seem right, though. Like, try the first game and just try one of the cases you already played. But sure, try the same right. No, it's just gonna let you go from the beginning.
Okay, well...
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll do it on my own time. I can't skip this.
Yeah,
Send help.
whatever. Whatever, this is a short scene. We'll deal.
I miss this case. It's so dumb. Oh, so
It was
dumb.
so simple. I miss old bag.
I do too. Grah! And then the warrior died and everyone died at the end.
We made Cody cry at the end.
This entire case was an accident. Give me
So we're just giving up on the rest of the. Oh, it's just we're just giving up on the rest of the ashes, right? We're just gonna do Turnabout Samurai again.
Oh yeah. What
Actually,
she
you know,
saw?
maybe it'll.
She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It does seem very hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical. Ellipses.
Ellipses, you're still so stupid, right?
What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox?
Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory. But why would Miss Star lie like that?
Huh?
Why don't you say that my sister had tried to use the phone but failed? Doesn't make any sense. My lie wasn't so insignificant.
Oh. Dang, she's right.
I mean, maybe she really did try to use the emergency phone. I see no room for doubt here.
I wanted to see both of these failures. Well, now we know these. These are the two boxes. Maybe this will count towards the achievement anyways. So maybe this...
Maybe.
So maybe this is actually good, because you had to fail twice over, so maybe... Oh, can I pause, please? Thank you. Okay. I don't... Because you can't pause midway through. Okay. There you go. Where'd she saw? Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it. This is literally a 180 from what we just said.
Exactly.
Pointless to lie. I see.
Oh, you all forgot. You didn't see anything.
Yeah. But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone, it would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
Objection! A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Objection! Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? All the testimony you've heard until now points in one direction. The point where she witnessed the crime... I can't save. Obviously...
I'll let you try to figure it out, and if you haven't figured it out, I'll tell you where it is.
Obviously, it's right... She was right here. Right there.
Of course, of course.
She was
Obviously, she was actually hiding in Edra's car.
She was in the security room.
Yeah, she was with her boyfriend. She even admitted this much earlier.
Yeah. It's actually where I think she would have been. If that's not correct, then I would guess over here.
Even then, you can't really see too well
Yeah,
back there.
I'm gonna go with security room. Is that right?
I think so.
Because it's up
Again,
in the air.
you said it before.
It's up in the air. She said it before. Yeah. Take that! This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room?
Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's what's on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot.
She would have been able to see the emergency from there. She also would have been able to catch her fast. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could see the crime in the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room. Yes? Well, Miss Star? Ellipses. How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think the tables could be turned. Today a man has gotten the better of Angel Star.
Phrasing. Please phrasing.
Order! Witness, why aren't you calling her by her name? What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should have known better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. Hey, this is biased. You said it wasn't biased. Objection, Your Honor!
Objection overruled. That's right. I, Edgeworth, am the judge. This is the last case. The prosecution can be a judge.
The guilty is she talking about Miss Sky?
Is that right? Doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? Doesn't make sense.
Huh?
You could just say she saw the crimes from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim.
Who took the picture?
Angel started. She already said as much. The truth still stands.
Well, if she took the picture, it's on the other side of the fence. How did she take it if she was in the security guard station? Think about it. Objection! It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
I mean, I'm the defendant. Why are you surprised? Or the defense. Sorry. Why are you surprised? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. We've said this so many times!
Oh, that's funny. That's what perjury. What are you going to say next? Conflict of interest.
She does this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Ellipses. Huh? Me? Who else?
Well, I'm not going to do it. Mr. Wright, let's review the facts.
Or let's review what we know, she said.
I couldn't see it. So
I'm sorry. I read it in my head and skipped it just like normal. Miss Star witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B Block. It must make a vital difference, but what could change? The difference in lighting. I mean, I guess it could, theoretically. I almost want to say that for fun. Is there anything tied to this, just in case?
No, there's not.
Well, it'd be the angle of the crime, then. I mean, what else would it be? Why the angle at which you saw the crime occur would change? The angle? What do you mean? It's literally two different sides. Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime.
Phoenix, you're being idiots.
This is important. Why? Ellipses. Wait, how is that incorrect?
I mean, you had a good angle, but Phoenix is an idiot and didn't want to explain it properly.
Fucking Phoenix, god damn it.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said fucking Phoenix, or freaking, sorry.
Wow. You didn't even catch yourself the second time.
No, I guess... Please don't tell me it's actually difference in lighting. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
Objection! Stupid, right? What condolences, Mr. Wright? Everyone look at the floor plans, it's quite clear. This is from the scene of the crime. The guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
Objection! What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take to reach the scene of the crime.
Listen to this commission, Mark.
Miss Star, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Ellipses. Well, witness, that I'm still not referring to you by your name for some reason. Yes? Oh, hey, look, another one. You ordered the squid wheels, right? What the heck is squid wheels?
I don't think anybody should have to eat that.
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend.
Why does that sound a little too close to poisonberry?
Yeah, seriously. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Where were the security guards? And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Oh my gosh, this is a long run.
Wow. Well, this explains why she didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah. That's why I had gone through the visitors' parking in B block.
Lana, what were you doing? Were you just standing around waiting to get arrested?
I mean, if you remember, the crime happened at 3:15. It took 3 minutes for the call, so I can believe this. That's quite a detour. Like, as weird as it sounds, I could believe it. See, now that's incorrect.
At least 5 minutes, huh?
It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things quite considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I mean, she did take the picture. Makes sense now.
Yeah. And,
I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. I'm sorry, this is really funny. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Why do you have 2 of these? Absolutely. Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, you have to do something. I don't see a health bar.
There's no health bar, but I'm gonna do it. That just to be safe. I'm just gonna sit back and observe. I think I need more evidence before I can stick in my spork in this mess. Woo! Caviar! Oh, how it makes my eyes tingle.
Mr. Wright! Wait, no, I think he went against the raw power caviar. I think back. I love this. I love everything about this. The only thing that's left is your strong presence and Jeff's powers of deduction.
Ellipses! Exclamation mark.
Let's get the lid back on those overpriced fish eggs.
Objection!
Caviar.
5 minutes between the witness and the murder. The arrest. And the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. Dente. Data. Datu. I've got lunch boxes for that Thai pasta into knots. Rookie. Why is this all about food? I'm so hungry now.
I know.
5 minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange?
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. I wouldn't know. I mean, hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill it. He's guilty!
The judge is guilty! Your Honor, you're guilty! Admit it!
But you have the instincts of a killer! You would run, but this time was different! Miss Guy dwelled at the scene of the crime. She had even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable.
Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony.
Thank goodness, this video's getting dangerously close to 2 hours.
The witness has a grudge against the defendant.
Just like the latter portion is going to be like 20 minutes. Not even.
Amazing, great. And a blank in her testimony. Ellipses! Exclamation mark.
Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go?
Fortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it! We screwed that king shut, Mr. Wright!
That was too close, as it always is.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. Also, perjury. You are going to jail! And with that, court is adjourned. You're gonna not arrest her? Hold it?
We're not done! Please!
Hold
I
on.
like food!
Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me!
I prefer not to take the defense's team's leftovers. Is there anything else to say?
I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence.
You haven't shown it yet!
What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Star.
Ah.
Oh, hey, that's a lot of shit. Oh, Jumbo lunchbox!
Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Woohoo! Triple deck!
So...
Onto the to the witness testimony. Allow one determination. Allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
And this is why you need more than just a judge for a trial.
This is why you usually have a jury.
Japan doesn't do juries. Really, that's why.
Like the lunch land motto says, you won't be disappointed.
What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? There's another testimony!
Yup! This video is actually going to be 2 hours long.
How long is it already? Oh, an hour and 46. Oh, we'll be fine.
We're fine!
Decisive evidence.
You still have another of the lunches you need to get still. Assuming that they even counted those two that you reloaded for.
Yeah, I hope it does.
I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was the victim's. The other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
That's not definitive evidence. You said it just matches the blood type.
The shoe proves it. This flawless, decisive evidence.
Okay, for the lunchbox, you have to press every statement.
Okay.
At least that's what they made it look like.
What?
Just keep pressing until you get it.
There was blood found on that shoe.
Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs.
No, that wasn't it, by the way. Objection! Witness, there's a meaning of this! Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence too? Well, come on!
Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
I mean, that's fair.
That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself.
And you had a blood test performed. You're a lunch lady.
Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics.
Oh my god. I thought she said she had just 3 boyfriends. It's in general.
Well, I guess now she has 6, minimum. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. I mean, Edgeworth is completely in his race to do this.
Yeah, seriously.
What?
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Okay, we'll explain the picture photograph evidence that we used in this trial then.
I mean, didn't she say that her boyfriend had proven that he was working security police department?
Sure.
In other words, this shoe is legal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright?
Yep, it seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating.
Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ellipses exclamation mark! Would you please just sit down and shut up?
Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
This woman, I swear, she's almost as bad as a bag. Sorry, Mr. Wright.
It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen.
Look, I hate everything. Bring back the old bag, at least she was funny, kind of. at least study some evidence law, really. You had 2 months. You had 2 months to study this while you were doing nothing. Come on.
Yeah, come on. The prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness.
Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Okay,
Shoe added to the court record.
White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana Sky. Okay.
Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Oh, what a roller coaster of a food trial this has been.
It's been 2 hours and we're only halfway there.
Whoa! We went on a prayer. All right, I'll press it on everything. Hold it! Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing.
Why didn't you just tell the truth? Seriously, you could have saved us so much time.
Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. I almost said prospectors again.
Somebody said yeah!
Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. I mean, she's kind of not wrong is the sad part. This what the suspect is
means, basically.
Admitting she did it.
But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure murder is worse than falsified testimony.
Yeah. Hold it! And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime? I detained the police, or the chief prosecutor, and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive.
So the milk train pooch, you snuck off with the shoe!
I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have over here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really.
In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next.
Oh, yeah. Hold it! So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensics expert. She got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
This shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it.
No, it's ketchup, remember? You can't tell the difference.
No, clearly it's a red muffler.
Well, that man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman? As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood tearing up. Hold it! You can't say for sure that the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie? Yeah, Phoenix, stop.
Phoenix is really stupid.
Well, speak up. Blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Ellipses. Mayo? Ellipses. I'm just gonna do it.
Ellipses. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
He's gone, so... Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just 1 person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. And if I had a little more time, I would have gotten a DNA test results. But they said there's a very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies.
So suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
And Mayo's still not here? Yep. That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. And hold it. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Ellipses exclamation mark. Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in a whole lot of hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Did you get the last lunchbox yet?
I did. I just got it, but I haven't gotten an achievement pop-up yet.
Yeah, she still shows up later on, but you've gotten 15 out of 19 of the boxes, or no, 16 out of 19 of the boxes.
Okay.
So you're basically done.
Are you able to see the game?
Yeah, I can see it.
Alright.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with the shoe?
A problem? I read a few of the lines because you DC'd, so yeah.
Yeah.
This is critical. Is there a problem with this victim shoot? There's no problem.
I reckon no.
There was no health bar. No, there's nothing here. If I just stab blindly at it, it'll hurt my case.
Come on, Mr. Wright, and I can find something. So good an off-the-cuff contradiction.
I'm trying to avoid saying things off the cuff today.
Too late for that.
It's pretty sly hiding evidence like that.
Something sly about a lawyer using the law as a weapon. In any case, science is always on our side. Science is objectively not on your side.
Yeah.
But, like, science is objectively neutral. But don't forget, scientific investigations are the future.
Maybe I should investigate this evidence a little more closely. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can use the third dimension!
Use the third dimension on the shoe. Let's go!
3 dimensions!
That's blood. It's my sister's, right?
It appears so. Lana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime.
What's this? You're such a clutch. You can't commit murder, right?
She's a murderer. A moitier.
There's one here, too.
On the sole of the shoe? It's gotta be the victim's. He must have stepped in a puddle of his own blood.
This blood, it's horrible.
Are
Are you sure you want to be a scientific investigator?
This blood might be an important clue.
Is that all there was? Because that seems pretty... Like, we already knew that.
I guess the importance would be that there's blood on the bottom that's his.
I guess?
Wait, I can zoom in. Whoa. The third dimension's crazy. I love the third dimension. I think this is the one. I'm just saving just to be safe again. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. There is a problem. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? She gave it to me twice. Interesting.
Yes.
Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is the contradiction, or what is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem.
We've been at this for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Please forgive us for flubbing a couple lines.
Yeah, that's... Wouldn't the contradiction be that it's on the... I think it's that it's on the bottom.
I guess so. I mean, obviously we can all see the top.
Yeah, take that! I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of his shoe.
What? How do you turn a shoe around? I'm just trying to figure this 3D thing out.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Hey, that's a threat.
Would you like to rephrase that?
Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe.
It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. Painfully. What could possibly be contradictory with the blood on the bottom of his shoe?
I can't save, so I have to be correct about this. There's no blood here, duh.
It makes sense to me.
I mean, there is none. Wait, wasn't this dude... I don't have the outline, but wasn't this dude, like, stuffed in the trunk?
I don't think so. I don't think they ever mentioned where he was from. I think they mentioned he was just there.
There could be contradiction.
We only know what happened after Angel showed up. If he was there before then we don't know.
I didn't mean to do that. But it was right. The problem lies
right.
I thought it was that, but I didn't mean to do that.
Good job.
The footprint? Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe!
Objection! The picture only shows part of the floor. There could have been bloody footprints still, just outside the frame, you dunce!
Objection! Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort!
Excuse me,
you just did...
You saying that defense attorneys aren't supposed to investigate crime scenes?
Yeah, you thoroughly just admitted that you... I love how that...
Please arrest the defense immediately. He's committed a very terrible crime.
I honestly love how it's back and forth of like, this is legally the right thing, and then they immediately contradict themselves with doing something else illegal. Order, well, witness. What? Huh?
Oh, you're going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that like a footprint is a contradiction. But the knife sounds quite that was a footprint.
Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think's the right thing.
Ellipses. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions.
Your face ready stunts. Hold it.
Yeah.
George, do you not have a hold it line?
I apparently.
Hold it. I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Well, witnesses were devious, and I gave her credit for. You were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one final hint of the truth in her testimony.
Oh, well, what are you talking about? Are you the defense again?
Just Your Honor, it's me, Miles Edgeworth, ace defense attorney. Think back to what you told us about apprehending the suspect.
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one, a leopard woman. Rawr.
Did we really need that last line?
No, we didn't.
I thought that was a strange thing for a normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, so that's a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Ellipses. Oh, that? I mean, it would have to be. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth, unless she's really strong. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory.
What? Witness! Well, was the oil drum empty?
The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Wow, she has quite a leg then.
Apparently, yeah.
The water? What does that mean? Well, that means that the evidence has been destroyed by the water.
Still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason?
To cover the evidence?
Aha! You don't mean...
Yes, after the oil drum for one reason alone.
To destroy evidence, duh.
To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her.
Wark! That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
Wait, you still had a witness, and Luminol exists. They can find the blood anyway.
Yeah. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. Damn, she's got us there. Well, she's guilty. Put her in. We've lost. It's over. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt.
Yes, he's brought this up like 3 times. What of it?
Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him?
That's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please!
I'm gonna save Ray here in case it locks me out of a save. What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. I don't even know why at this point we're still defending her.
Seriously, we ran this for 2 hours! What? Enough! There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor.
Very well.
Angel stars on the prosecution side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. Yes? Hold it?
Hold it! Oh, what's Andrew this time?
Hold it. Little girl, what did you just say?
Uh-oh, you said you were working the prosecution.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Huh? Me?
Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution side?
Well, you're gonna die when you step foot out of this. We're gonna have a whole new murder case to deal with. well, yeah, you are. You're saying we studied the evidence by erasing bloody footprints.
Well, hair flip. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second help. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. What's the evidence of this?
Wait, witness, don't tell us. Don't tell me you have something.
Even more evidence.
This is literally just like, actually, I have more though. I'm just...
The time for deliberation is past. Any further comments, you will be held in contempt of court.
You've already withheld evidence 3 times. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this!
You did have more evidence.
Dear Lord. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest, goddammit, that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim.
Alright, so do you have any more evidence in case anyone has the gall to object to the photograph?
Yeah. I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Ray, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo.
Hey, it's clearly wet.
Yeah, Idris' brake lights are still on. He's still in.
That's breaking a law! Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind, immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I guess I couldn't help after all.
It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seemed this is what your sister wanted anyway. Ellipses. I'm sorry, Mia. Ellipses. Ellipses. Ellipses.
Right, wet or not. I'm so quick throwing a towel. Oh good, he's hallucinating again, very good.
No, not this again. Maya, where are you? Ellipses crash!
Yep.
Exclamation mark.
Get yourself up on the asphalt, take another good look. Don't give up, not till the bitter end.
This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Objection!
It's like, please, Mr. Rice, I just want to go home for the night. I'm very tired.
Your Honor, wait. What is with you people? Can't I have done my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph! The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So right. What are you saying is the problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Well, there's no health bar, thank God.
Well, the brake lights are on.
Yeah, what's up with that? Hey, what's this right here? Take that!
So, Edward, how did you drive your car?
The problem in this photograph is here!
What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler! Excuse me, I tried to drive with that thing today!
Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth.
Your Honor.
You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scar. This photograph.
Edward, I mean, Judge, you're blind! It's stupid! Ellipses! Muffler's also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor.
How are you
Come
a
on,
judge?
I'm sure you at least know what a car is, right? Car. C-A-R. It's a thing moving. You get in and it takes you places. Just think of this part of the exhaust system. A pipe.
I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Objection! Sorry, Miss Starr, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. Oh jeez, I can't screw this up. I can't save or anything. No, I didn't mean to present that!
Well, Your Honor, how do you feel about that?
Actually, I don't feel well at all. I have this pounding headache. No. I meant, what do you think about the... I keep pressing Y.
The headache is you, Mr. Wright.
Oh god, I'm right here.
You gotta go through all this again.
It's fine. It skips through fast, luckily. Wow. I've never seen any of this before. Thanks for the evidence.
Check out the evidence lunchbox, yes.
Here's the photo,
Great.
yes.
New photo!
Yep, and then, yep. We lost. We failed you, and then ghosts.
We hallucinate, yes.
Then we get knocked out for 15 minutes.
Mr. Wright, are you okay? You look like you're just staring longingly at Mr. Edgeworth.
That was a really funny part of that entire sequence. The entire ending is so, like, what is even going on?
Okay, save this time.
Yeah, I'm saving right here. Yeah, and then...
It's the muffler, we know that. Do you know what the car is, Your Honor? We drive with them! The wheels move forward!
Ever heard of a car? Wait, what if he goes through a taxi? Like us? Ever thought about that? Okay. Tell us what you think this piece of cloth and muffler, how it's related to the case. This. Take that! Miss Starr!
recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. I mean, she was right.
Yeah.
Muffler. Arg. Yarg. Arg. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? Hi, Romper.
Hey, Romper.
If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh, whoa. Did she die? I think she died. Well, it seems we have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. Hey, don't we have that? If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. Don't I have that cloth? Isn't that what the thing I accidentally presented was earlier?
Is it?
I think it is.
I don't think you have the cloth.
The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed?
Ellipses. I suppose so.
Whew. That was close. But we made it, at least for now.
And this court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
Oh, nonsense! There's no way to start at 10 and only took until noon. Unless this is all in real time.
He's still hungry?
To be continued. Dear Lord. I can't wait for the small next part comparatively.
No, I'm actually gonna look at the tab. Oh, wait. There's only one testimony on the next part.
Nice.
It really is gonna be 20 minutes.
Nice.
Alright, well, we'll see you guys in the next part. Don't really want to prolong this any longer than it has been.
Seriously, this is longer than that video with the Turnabout Goodbyes by considerable margin.
Yeah. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next part where we do the next part of the trial and maybe a little bit of the, what's it called? Of the first day investigation. So, yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll think about it.
Yeah. See you guys then. Thank you all for watching. Chicken tenders.
Goodbye. All toasters toast toast.
Bye-bye. Oh, wait, you owe them 2 more, FYI.
All toasters toast toast. And all toasters toast toast.
Goodbye.